Praise the living Jesus. So you need to reach out to God. In Psalm 51, verse 1 to 3, he said, hearken unto me. Look unto Abraham. God is talking from verse 1. He said, hearken unto me, ye that follow after righteousness. Ye that seek the Lord, look unto the rock, whence ye are healed. And to the hole of the pit, where ye are digged. God is saying, look unto me. He said, look unto Abraham, your father. Look unto Sarah, that bare you. He said, for I called him alone and bless him and increase him. He said, for the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all our waste places. He will make her wilderness like Eden, a desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein again. Thanksgiving and the voice of melody. That's rising from the ashes. God is saying, don't worry, look at me, look at what I did in the life of your father Abraham. Look at what I did. He said, I called them alone. And what I promised I did in their old age. They were 100, so your own is never too late. God is saying your own is never too late. Say, look at what I did with the life of Abraham. I can do the same thing. He said, because the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort our waste places. That's rising from ashes. He said, he will make a wilderness like Eden, a desert like garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein. He said, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. That's rising from ashes. Praise the living Jesus. So you need to reach out to God. You need to seek God. You need to seek God. You need to seek divine direction. Look at David sought divine direction. Lord, should I pursue? Lord, will I overtake? Lord, will I recover? He sought for divine direction. And God gave him direction. Praise the living Jesus. Praise the living Jesus. Not only you need to seek divine direction, you need to engage. As God gives you direction, you need to engage in prayers. You need to engage in prayers, consistent prayer. Psalm 18 verse 6. To be in ashes is to be in distress. But look at what David said in Psalm 18 verse 6. He said, in my distress, while I was in ashes, he said, I called upon the Lord. I cried. To cry mean I pray fervently. He said, I cried. Not only that I called upon the Lord, I cried, I groaned, I travailed in the place of prayer. He said, I cried unto God and he heard my voice. I cried unto God and he heard my voice. And not only that he heard my voice, he said, my cry came before him and unto his heart. So as you pray tonight, I pray God will hear your voice. In the name of Jesus. As you pray tonight, God will hear your voice. So rising from the ashes is simply connoting that God can bring you out of every unpleasant situation, can bring you out of any distressing situation. God can bring dead back to life. God can make a way, as we read in Isaiah 51 verse 2. It can make the wilderness place blossom again. It can make the waste places like the Garden of Eden again. It can cause the voice of melody and gladness to be found where there had always been weeping. Rising from the ashes.